strategies did you use to amplify your own executive presence? And we're talking about executive presence in terms of, how you present visually, also vocally and verbally as well. So what did you feel you had to do to capture the attention of the men in the room working in a very competitive environment?
Well, one of the things that I did do is because there was only, I had a brief period of time from that experience to the next presentation, and I went Googling because I, used to do singing many, many moons ago. So I had some sense of understanding as to voice projection and things like that. But I realized that maybe my voice might have been too high, or there was something about my voice that I needed help with. And I got online and I found this lady in the US. I have no idea her name. And she happened to be awake when I called her in the middle of the night, my time. And I said, help, I need help. And so she gave me probably about 20 minutes coaching on the phone there and then. And then she sent me a pack of her things to go through. And it was just breathing exercises that she gave me as to, okay, and then, and sound, making these sound, and you kind of stand in the corner and make these funny sounds. And that made a huge difference because I was lowering my voice and projecting it in a totally different way. And it was just a really simple exercise. It was like 5 minutes practice and you could get it. So that was like a huge aha for me, to be able to make that fast of an adjustment.
What did that turnabout do for you? Did it?
Well, definitely I did start, I felt, to get more respect, and I could walk into the room and speak and people would start to listen to me. So definitely it did make a difference.
So before, in that first situation you described earlier, that you, although you were brightly dressed, you felt that you were just invisible.
Yeah, totally invisible.
Pay attention to you. It was almost like you were the tea lady. They walk past you.
Like I wasn't there. I was not there because no one spoke to me. I was ignored. So, yeah.
And what was the importance of you having presence in that environment at that time?
Well, as a presenter, you want authority. You want to be and need to be respected, for starters. And you need to be seen. And the funniest thing, well, it wasn't funny at the time. And I just think it was just the whole situation in the room. The presentation was being recorded. All the other presentations were recorded. Mine got halfway through, or didn't even start getting recorded until halfway through. And it was the most bizarre thing. The tech guys, they don't know what went wrong. Just my presentation was half missing. So there was something in their brain as well that they hadn't connected that to do their job, or I don't know what it was. It was just bizarre.
Well, let's hope that, the mindset of people and the appreciation of having women in the room at the boardroom table doing the presentations at high level sales has totally turned the corner now. I won't ask you how many years ago that actually was. But suffice to say that that's a real challenge to have to overcome, to try and create a presence in a room where there's a lot of male ego and dominance and, competition, that you're facing, and you are, I'm not going to say we're the weaker sex because we're far from that, but probably back then deemed to be. And what's a woman doing in this environment, and why should we listen to her, etc. Did you find that you felt that in that sort of scenario?
In that particular scenario, yes. And also way back when I first started in sales, which was a male dominated industry. And I was, like I said, you said there, I was in the top 10. And there was kind of a like, you're what? There was a little bit of, how can that be? You're working part time, we're working full time. And there was a little bit of that there, I think. Right, that was
a bit of jealousy.
Yeah, I think so. It was like, oh, you mean to say you can actually sell? It was kind of, yeah. It was a really strange experience in those days, yeah.